On October the 11th, 2018, we were scheduled to leave for Alabama. But on October the 10th of 2018, Hurricane Michael ran up the west coast through the Gulf into the Panhandle. Landfall was made at Mexico Beach, Florida. Michael was a Category 4 with peak winds of 155 miles an hour by the time it made landfall. It had started as only a Cat 1 down in the Keys. It turned out to be the strongest hurricane to hit the Panhandle in recorded history. It left great destruction and 36 dead. Michael's path was right over Dothan. Winds were enormous near the coast, but a call to Alabama, and they said that they hadn't been hit very hard. In spite of that, we decided that we'd wait until Friday to leave for Alabama. There was pictures on the news of the devastation in Mexico Beach, but we hoped it wasn't too far inland that the damage occurred. Normally we would have waited to fuel up in Donaldsonville, but as we passed through Perry, we decided we should get some fuel. As we started approaching Tallahassee, we began to see the effects of the storm. Just north of Havana, a gentleman had a very nice pecan orchard. Had is the operative word. Power lines were down everywhere you looked. As we approached Bainbridge, we knew why we had gotten fuel in Perry. The power was off in the entire town. Road crews could be seen along the highways, and buildings were damaged all along the highway. We decided not to stay in Bainbridge for the night and instead moved on towards Dothan.
Stuff that was on that side of it.
It is finally free, but bad news in that storm clouds are beginning to gather over the U.S. relationship with one of our closest allies in the Middle East. Touching down in Cincinnati for a political rally tonight, President Trump praised the release of Pastor Andrew Brunson.
He's going to be coming to the Oval Office, most likely on Saturday, but we're very honored to have him back with us. He suffered greatly.
The White House had worked for months with several senators to win Brunson's release, coming close in July, only to watch Turkey renege on the deal.
He went through a system, and we got him out. They've been trying to get him out for a long time.
The White House insists it gave up nothing in exchange for Brunson's freedom, denying reports it promised Turkey any sanctions relief. But Turkey is eager to work more closely with the United States on the disappearance of Jamal Khashoggi, a Saudi journalist who had been on Capitol Hill, growing outrage over Saudi Arabia's suspected involvement.
We've got to make it clear to anyone who wants to become an ally of the United States, there's a level of conduct that's totally reprehensible, and this falls into the category.
Close relationship with the young Saudi crown prince. And after the president's visit to Saudi Arabia last year, his first foreign trip, the Saudis signed a
We will head to Florida and Georgia next week to view the devastation from Hurricane Michael. There are now at least 13 people known dead. That death toll will likely rise in coming days.
more than 2 hours to fill their tanks.
Yeah, I ran out while I was in line.
I had to dig it out the trees, just to get a chainsaw, cut it out just to get it out the trees. We're doing all right. The family's safe. You know, that's about all we can expect.
Outside the store, hundreds more lined up for their first shopping opportunity to go.
Understand that we're doing everything that we can to get the runways open and trying to stabilize the situation so that people can go home and figure out how to put the rest of their livelihood back together.
The devastation is stunning. NOAA released before and after images of Mexico Beach, mostly flattened by 155-mile-per-hour winds and at least a 9-foot storm surge. And officials at Tyndall Air Force Base now reveal the extensive damages include a number of F-22 stealth fighter jets that were left behind because they were unable to fly. They're valued at nearly $150 million each.
Like the rest of our base, our flight line took catastrophic damage across the base.
Florida Senator Bill Nelson has seen his share of storms.
It's the middle of October. We're feeling cool weather here. You're not supposed
In Donaldsonville, the damage was almost as bad as it was in Bainbridge. Everything was closed, the power was off, roofs off of buildings, debris everywhere that you looked. It's a real good thing we got people. We got to Skipperville on Friday evening, and we stayed until Tuesday when we turned around and headed back home. On the way home, we stopped for breakfast at McDonald's, which happened to be right beside the Rural King, where Freddie and I looked at tractors. Just a minute, I'll let you take a picture of the tractor. Right there sits a 55. See, all these are 55s.
And they're bigger or smaller than Freddy's?
They're about Freddie's size.
And what are those things?
These are 24. Got a cab on it, and Freddie wants a cab. I don't think I'd want a cab.
Pull up just a tiny bit more. Okay.
Freddie wants one of them crazy. Things hadn't improved much on the way home.
Power company trucks galore.
Look at this one over here.
That's in we're in Donaldsonville.
Still quite a mess.
I don't know how good I'm doing because really, Robert, I cannot see. And what's so sad, all these posts were in my way.
Well, roll down your window and stick it out the window.
No, it's not just the post, it's the mirror too.
Look at these guys working on this power line right up here. See them?
And that's store. Well, vehicles behind you?
No.
Oh,
And even if they do, they got a whole lane to pass.
I don't know why, but I just felt like there's something